Well, first off, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Can they see you over there?
I think so. They should be able to. No?
All right. I just want to make sure.
What's going on, everybody? This is your favorite. This is your favorite music journalist, Cleveland Bro, with Citrus Rap, and today I got a special guest with me today. One of the best rappers out of Tampa, actually probably the best rapper out of Tampa. Has one of my favorite albums of the year.
See, when you say shit like that, you gonna make them white folk on Facebook upset.
I can care less.
They gonna be like, "What about Shock G?" Hey. Much love to Shock G. Much love to everybody that came before me and everybody that come after me. But yeah,
it's all respect to them. They're legends. But hey man,
right now, we talking right now.
I'm just saying because I have to give you flowers because I feel like, especially when I look at your interviews and when I listen to this album, I feel like there's been a chip on your shoulder, and then like I feel like you haven't been given the flowers or the love that you've been wanting, and with this album, I feel like you deserve it, and it also just shows how much you have evolved over the years, ever since like 2012 to now.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I didn't even get to say my name. Yeah, it's your boy Gatch, GAT $. Don't forget the $. Big Bank Bobby. You know, it's crazy. I think when I started this journey in 2012 proper, with my first solo project, and then even a little bit before that, when I was more so in trying to be the Jay Dilla, the Q-Tip of a group. I just wanted to put good music out into the world. Like that was always the plan, right? Mm-hmm. And then you hear criticisms, you hear people who kind of want to humble you or put you in a particular box or say that you sound like this or you sound like that, or nah, we're not really rocking with that. And there was a lot of adversity, which I felt like it really ain't made no sense. Like, why are we so combative about music? We're all supposed to be doing positive things, and that's what people don't see, or that's what people don't understand. So when I come out and say like I got the best catalog, I feel like I really had to work for that. Mm-hmm. I went from getting booed because my music didn't sound a certain way, it didn't do the certain sounds that people were used to in Tampa, and I went from that to rolling loud. There's a reason why I'm the most rolling loudest artist in Tampa. There's a reason for that, So yeah, man, it feels good, but job not done. I still got more to do.
Now you've been pretty much going back and forth from LA to back home. How does it feel to come back home just from like going back and forth? Like, how does it feel to even be back in Tampa and just seeing the same faces that you've been growing up with?
I mean, coming back to Tampa is always kind of a weird head trip, because the more things change, the more they stay the same. Mm-hmm. So you see the city evolve, you see different, places that you used to love going to, gone, new places in its wake, new artists. We're here at Tampa Beat Weekend. And there's artists that I know, and there's artists that I don't know, and that's that's beautiful. Like I got exposed to Doechii for the first time at a Tampa Beat Weekend, so the next Doechii might be here tonight. So it's always weird. It's always a really interesting vibe because I'm here like every other a few months at a time, right. And mostly I come back to lay eyes on my parents. They're getting up in age, so I gotta make sure that we still having locked in family time, but it's always nice when I get to pull out of that and do some raps. You feel me?
Yeah. How is LA?
LA is wild, bro.
Is it?
It's wild, and I think the chip on my shoulder that you hear in the album is me living wild in LA. Mm-hmm. Like people, they don't tolerate mediocrity in LA. Like, if somebody gonna pass the ball to you, you gotta take it. You have to perform because everybody is there for the same reasons. They all want to evolve and progress and get to the next level and be the next big thing. So somebody say they the best, they're like, all right, yeah, bet. Here's the ball. Mm-hmm. Shoot that shit. Make it happen. And then on top of that, there's just the wild shenanigans that you see. I live in Hollywood, and it's called Hollywood Weird for a reason. It gets very, very chaotic over there, So, but it's cool. It treats me well.
You touch a lot about Well, you talk a lot about that on Just Too Much.
Yeah. It's a man that knows his stuff.
The drugs start kicking in, and I with Lucy and lady friends. These hoes ain't got no melanin, but they sniffing Jack Skeleton. Porno bras fucked up at the Godfrey. I'm acting ungodly, ma, I'm sorry.
You've gone through like the wild porn star parties and like,
Yeah.
I mean, what was going on? Like, was it just too much? And when it did get too much, how did you bring yourself back?
I mean, yeah, it was too much. It was definitely too much. Like, cause this is the thing about LA. LA escalates. You know, here in Tampa, you know, you might pull up to your homie's crib and be like, yo, you know, let's play some 2K or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like that might be the night, you know, and they might be like, oh yeah, let's go out to the club, you out to the club, whatever, go back home. Like, there's not really, it doesn't get too crazy. Like, if you're a strip club connoisseur, like I once was, you know, that might get a little nuts. Okay. But for the most part, like, it ain't ever gonna get that crazy out here. Like, I had a day, the day started off a certain way, and then it was like, yo, you want to go out and get food? Getting food with some homies. Oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. We gonna go smoke some weed. All right, yeah, we're gonna do this. And then hours go by, and I'm watching like a bra and panty match with like. So in Just Too Much. So in Just Too Much, I was like, damn, I should remember these lyrics if I want to perform this later. Yeah, you know, but I'm talking about how I think that it's cocaine that these people are on. Yeah. Because you see people do that in LA, and it wasn't even that; it was some other shit. And I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. I'm not built for this.
Yeah. How did you fight that temptation? Like, cause
I got shit to lose, man. And I think that was like Just Too Much was an important song for me to make, and like when I wrote it, because as you listen to the album and there's a particular story being told, it makes me realize like, hey man, like you worked really hard to get to a certain level, and you could fuck it up very fast. Yeah. Like it takes a long time to get these things, but it doesn't take a long time to lose it. Yeah. Rich Boy in Drop was like, you know, it's hard to get rich and ain't shit to go to hell. Like, and that was kind of the implied message of Just Too Much. Like, hey man, not only is this just too much for me, but I have just too much to lose. So I need to wrap this up. Yeah. So yeah, I kind of got my shit together. Like my first year in LA was a lot wilder than it needed to be, man, honestly. So yeah, I'm on a good narrow now.
No, one thing, is there one thing that you wish LA had that Florida has?
Food.
Really?
I miss the food. I miss the South, man. I miss going to Big Al's barbecue. Okay. I miss going to Yuppies. I miss PDQ. Yeah. I miss Jazzy's barbecue. I miss Kojak's. I miss K's fried chicken. I miss King of the Coop. All the old Chinese spots I used to go to, Shanghai. You know, when I was broke, going to the Koizi, you know, sushi and shit. Okay. Like, you know, I miss all of that. Even motherfucking Hooters. You know, like, I just miss the creature comforts of like of a certain food. You know, and then obviously like the homies. Like if I could like transplant a few homies out into LA, yeah, I think I'd be set. The food I definitely miss on a regular occasion. Wow. But yeah, that's really it. Everything else I'm pretty settled into as far as like my movements and my circadian rhythm. Like I have a new way of maneuvering through my days, and I love it out there, man. It inspires me every day to go up and get it. I feel like I can get easily content here in Tampa, unfortunately. Yeah,
you get stuck and you don't do anything more. That's kind of like me now, but we ain't gonna speak too much on that.
You doing this interview, man.
I'm just
You're a
doing
lot,
it.
you're
I'm
a lot
just doing
further
it.
than you think, man. You're a lot further than you think, man.
You know what? One thing I want to do is kind of go back to the beginning, which is like your upbringing. So how did you end up discovering your sound, and how did Tampa come to play with that?
Santos. I will direct everything that you know as like Gats as an artist really stems from Santos, because on two different levels, right? So I was making beats obviously before I met Santos, and I didn't really have like a set thing. Like I heard like what contemporaries were doing at the time, and I did my best to try to, you know, envision those things. You know, Our Future was popping off, Soundwave and everything he was doing with TDE,
Kendrick and
Kendrick,
Section
Soul,
80, I think. No, Good Man City at the time.
Control System, shitty things that obviously Schoolboy Q, my favorite rapper, like and what Tyler and ASAP were doing, and Travis. So like those things were in the zeitgeist when I was really learning how to produce. So those elements were getting borrowed. But then on the same token, people that I grew up listening to, Madlib and Black Milk, and like Black Milk's Tronic album was super big for me. So I was trying to blend all those elements with not necessarily the greatest success, but things were starting to cut through. But when I met Santos, two things got established. One, the choppy sample style.
Okay.
So the first thing that we worked on together was Really with Vinny Virgo, and that high-pitched chopped sample filter like has progressed through my music since. And you hear it in things, collaborations that I do with Jordan. You hear it in collaborations that I do with Black Metaphor. You hear it with my own production. And then he was also the first person that really told me and encouraged me to lean into like the pianos and the jazz and like the minor keys. Funny story, I did this beat battle, and it was hosted by young Parisians, and Mighty Jai was Mighty Jai, H, and I think Bio were the judges, and they were not fucking with my beats, bro.
Really?
They were not. And I remember Mighty Jai was not rocking with a particular beat, and he was like, I don't know, man, I just don't know what you're trying to do. And me being me, I'm a very unfortunately petty person, but I always try to like up petty. I always try to like, okay, if I'm gonna do something, like I need to do it for the right intentions. Like let me not just, you know, crash out and be a dick for nothing. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a beat so hard Jai's gonna want to rap on it, and I'm gonna let him rap on it, and like it's gonna be tough, and he really gonna know what the fuck type of time I'm on, because I love proving people wrong. So I'm home. This time I had like really bad bronchitis, and I had like a whole bunch of promethazine and shit like that. Bad. Don't do that, kids. So I'm in there, I'm whipping up, I get on these keys, I start fucking these keys up. I had this beat going. Beat was 118 BPM because I wanted it to be like cartoons and cereal. So like I still wanted that particular thump, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I make the whole beat from scratch all day. Took it. I call up Santos. I'm like, what you doing? I just made the craziest beat. He was like, you lying? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not. So I drive to Santos' crib. He used to live off near USF. He was a student living. Boo, go up there. He's like, all right, Gatsby, play me this beat. Go up there, plug in, play the beat. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this to Jai. Shit starts knocking. He was like, nigga, did you just make trap jazz? This is hard. Nah, you rapping on this. You are rapping on this.
Okay.
He just kept yelling at me. And I'm like, bro, all right. And then that song became Testify.
Okay.
So, like, and that changed the full trajectory of my career. Like, between the production, the hook, Hometown's verse. But, like, that beat was not even for me to begin with.
Yeah.
So, with that song, you get other songs like Moonlight and Uncut Gems, like that, he really pushed me into that piano heavy style as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, y'all have Santos to thank.
What's the difference between Gats from 2012 to now?
Almost Dying, I think I was like 1 foot in, 1 foot out a lot of the times, and I think I played things a little too modestly, a little too humbly. Like I wanted to just always be the, like, Man of the City was like a big statement for me because I wanted to be a guy that was always like,
yeah,
always community based. I always wanted to be like linked up with that, you know, and that was important to me. And then, you know, everything went, you know, left with my sickle cell, and I wasn't able to make music. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to make music anymore and all that. And I kind of watched how like certain things that I invested in the community didn't invest back in me in a time that I really, really wanted that support.
Yeah.
So when I got back to rapping, it was like, all right, yeah, like, no, it's me. Like, it's me. It's always been me, and it always gotta be me. So yeah, when I came back out with Jordan, like that was the statement there, you know. Jordan, I remember blowing up in this group chat one time. So statute of limitations.
Oh my god. I mean, it's,
hey,
do your thing. Do your thing. Do your
so
thing.
I had a spot that I used to.
We gonna bleep it out.
Spot that we used to work out of, right? And we had a studio, and like I was cool with a particular, you know, plug there. We had everything led up, but we just had to kick in a certain amount of money, whatever. So when I was doing particular things, I was covering it.
Okay.
I got sick, I was covering it. So like the studio, like they ended up like changing the doors. It was there was like a built-in studio inside it was crazy, but a lot of work got done. I'm not gonna say what got work. Anyways, we lost space to record. Okay. That's what's important. So I remember like going off in the Blue Zone group chat, just kind of have like a meltdown. Like, bro, like, what are we doing? Is anybody gonna put out any more music? Like, what are we doing? Like, I was doing all this music, and then like I got sick, and like, y'all not gonna drop any music. And they're like, yes, you tripping, bro. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Jordan, I remember Jordan reading it. I seen like Jordan's like little icon reader or whatever. Like 2 hours later, I get a DM from him, and he's like, hey man, I don't know what they on, but I make music. You just gotta pull up to the crib. So if you want to make music, we can make music. And I was like, bet, I'll be there next week. It was like a Saturday or whatever. I came over there after work, and we made Nelly, Immigrant Bread,
oh wow,
Antisocial, and this other joint, Camry Music, in one session. And like I was like, yeah, I'm coming back for everything.
I remember that because that's the Band-Aid era.
Yeah, that was a Band-Aid album coming back.
I was still like USF. Yeah.
Everything. And I think that was just what changed. It's just like a light switch went off, you know, when all that health shit was happening. I mean, obviously health shit, it doesn't go away, but like I'm cognizant of it. So like everything that I do, every move I make has to be my best move.
Yeah.
I think, you know, 2012 Gatsby was just happy to be invited.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, that's one thing that I really do admire about you, and what inspires me is that with the many obstacles and losses that you experienced throughout this life, you always kept going. So my question is really like, what fuels that? What keeps you going and just going for the next thing?
Loving myself, man. Love and support that I get from others, but also just like putting one foot in front of the other, and I know that I'm at my happiest when I'm creating.
Yeah.
Like I feel like creation is the opposite of depression. Yeah. So like if I'm creating and I'm doing things in order to make my life easier to create, then all is well in my life.
Yeah.
It just so happens that I feel like I'm good enough to where I can share that with the world. But if I wasn't making music for public, I would still be doing it. I'd still be creating something. I would still be telling some type of story.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's really what it is for me, man. Like, it's therapeutic to go into a booth and make something out of nothing.
You kind of talk about that on the song with YG Tut.
Yeah.
And also, I have a theory that was YG Tut talking to you. Like, was that like your first verse, then you have him? Is that a response to your verse?
It is, but
Okay.
it's also so it's also a preamble to his own verse, because his verse ends up being him talking to himself. But yes, that was us having a conversation. There's another version of the song where like I'm talking and around and he's talking and around, and we like swirled it. But
Yeah.
I think that the way that it came out on the album was a little bit more effective. So
Okay.
that was the one that we ended up going with. But yeah, Wants and Needs was one of the first songs that we did for the album. There was like a 4-pack of songs that I had for with Jordan. So originally the first thing that was supposed to come out when I was on Rock Nation was a 4-track EP with Jordan, which was going to be called Veer, which is German for 4, because it would have been our 4th project.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it was like, I felt like we were elevating, we were doubling up. So moving from the 2s, we went into 4s, right? Jordan, very, very busy man. And basically, like, I ended up doing like 3 songs. The 4th beat, I really liked it. He was like, I think sonically it doesn't match. So we had 3 songs together at the bottom of 2023, which was Wants and Needs, Don't Bark, and another joint called Breaking the Law.
Okay.
Breaking the Law might surface one day. We'll see.
Okay.
It's tough.
You bring up Jordan. You also, well, not yet, but Scott too.
Yeah.
Santos. Like, how did you guys build that relationship to continue collaborating with each other?
Man, it's just spirit. It's just kindred spirits, you know. And like, that's why like it's important to find your people, because Scott inspires me.
Mm-hmm.
Santos inspires me. Jordan inspires me. Like,
Yeah.
and when I'm in sessions with those guys, I produce, which eventually in a way goes like, all right, now that I've done this, I can do a little bit more. Or I know I'm going to see Jordan on whatever day. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to prepare some shit.
Yeah.
And he's going to come prepared. Like, it's crazy. Like, a Jordan and Gat session, like, I'll pull up, we'll shoot the shit for a little bit. How his life going, how my life going, blah, 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 whatever. We set up. He plays me like 20 beats in a row. Just, what's this? What's this? What's this? Oh, I sent this to Redacted. Oh, you know, like, and I'm just in there like, that's crazy. And then eventually I'll just start rapping, and he'll start building something, or like a beat will come up. He's like, oh yeah, I guess you should do this.
Yeah.
Jordan's the only producer that's like produced me, because there's been songs that he's either crafted like right in front of me, like we did that together, or he'll be like, yeah, you need to rap on this beat, and I'm like, I don't know. I think the only Jordan beat that I heard and immediately was like, yo, I need that, was Antisocial. I was like, yo, I need that one. I need it. But like Nelly, he built that in front of me. Like, I gave him my rhymes, and he looked at it and was like, rap it. And like, I rapped like the first little cadence, and he built that beat right there. Immigrant Bread, same thing. And then like there'll be beats that he already had made, and then he'll be like, yeah, I think you should rap on this. So like for Too Much to Rob, that's how that went. He came by the studio one night, he played me like 15 beats, and then he's like, yo, these are the ones that I hear. And he sent them to me. I started recording, and I recorded all of them, just all the ideas that I had in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I sent it back to him. He's like, we're gonna go with this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And then he sent me like a few more to fill it out. I remember Frost 316 being one of them, and like the original version. I'm like, I don't know if I see the vision, but
there's something there. Yeah.
I guess. I was just thinking about Ice. Like the beat was called Frost, so I was like, it looked like a pinball on my wrist, diamonds hit. And then like I was like, okay, all right, I guess I'll go with it. When he finished that beat, I was like, dog, this is insane.
Yeah.
It's still one of my favorite songs to this day, man. Yeah, that joint crazy.
How did you guys meet?
Through Santos.
Okay.
Santos is the bridge bearer. I remember what had happened was I went to the studio one day and Santos was there. He's like, oh man, yeah, did you meet Jordan yet? And I was like, nah. He's like, yeah, you gotta meet Pat and Jordan. They're like hometown's new people to the crew. Woo, 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 woo. He's like, yeah, we just made this beat today, and that beat was Sleep Well.
Okay.
And then I ended up meeting Jordan and Pat at hometown's crib like a few weeks later, and I was like, yo, beat was tough. And then we was cool. I got sick, and when I got a little bit better, that's when we really had like our first like true connection in that session, and the session was magic. So it was like, that's okay, awesome.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
One thing is, I want to know about how did you end up working with Rolling Loud with Wilson, and how is that performing with Rolling Loud? How has that shaped you as an artist?
You know, the first like Rolling Louds that the first two that I was at, right? Obviously the first one was the first one, and it was at a smaller scale considerably, right? Didn't really understand what the impact was going to be, or what was going to come.
Really early, yeah, bro.
Like, I am a very, very small reason on why Rolling Loud exists. So let's be very, very frank. I'm gonna be so it's like a 1% contribution, but it's there because Rolling Loud was Dope ENT. If anybody was around Florida, in the Florida hip hop scene, 2010 up to 2015, you had like World Entertainment and you had Dope ENT. Those are the two, or Vibe, and it became Vibe Nation or whatever, right? I was always a Dope ENT guy. Neil Carter, Vibe Nation, never wanted to put me on any shows. It's cool, buddy. And
look at me now.
And how that happened was I was making my rounds in the city. I was doing a lot of smaller indie shows. This dude Ricky B saw me on Twitter. Was like, yo, you're really dope. Can I talk to you about doing some shows? And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I went up to his crib, and he's like, yeah, we're throwing this show for what is Buddy name? Will Brennan. We're doing a show for Will Brennan. That was my first Dope ENT show. So we sold like 15 tickets. It wasn't that big of a show, but was able to tap in with Tarek then, and that was the first time I met Tarek. And he's like, yo, you got hustle, you can rap well, we'll keep in touch.
Yeah.
So they would hit me about a show, and I would go sell tickets. I would hit the street. I'd be out in Ybor selling tickets, going on Facebook selling tickets. And at the same time, I need a new manager because my manager had dropped me. He felt that I had a bad showing at A3C. Little did I know I was having a sickle cell crisis, and I was in a lot of pain, and I was being really antisocial. But I didn't know at the time.
Okay.
So I'm harassing Wilson to be my manager. Just like, yo, be my manager. Yo, be my manager. He's like, yo, I'm not taking any more clients. I'm not taking any more clients. And Wilson one day is like, yo, we can get money together, though. So we started selling tickets together, and we kind of became that united front. And then it led to him actually being like, okay, yeah, I'll manage you. And then we ended up being just best friends because we had a lot of similar interests.
Yeah.
So we would run the Dope ENT circles of just like, oh yeah, we're gonna run this show or be an opener in Tampa, sell these amount of tickets, boom, 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 boom. And then it became, oh yeah, we're gonna help you, like you're gonna go do legs. So like I would do legs for like Mick Jenkins, for Absol, for Denzel Curry and Rob Banks, Sir Michael Rocks, and we would sell tickets for the Tampa and the Miami and the Gainesville show or Orlando show or whatever. We'd be on the tour run with them. And like even for shows that I didn't open for, I was still a part of the street team in order to help sell tickets through marketing. They built up revenue by doing these shows, and that's what led to them being able to continue to build relationships to throw the first Rolling Loud. So I was really out here putting in like sweat equity, you know, and they ended up giving me a look. They're like, yo, like you work hard, we know that you're a reliable performer. So yeah, I was on the first Rolling Loud, second Rolling Loud. Those experiences were one thing. Third Rolling Loud, I was on chemotherapy, so I just went as a fan. Fourth Rolling Loud, I'm off chemotherapy. I'm at a Currency show. I didn't have a job at the time. I was just doing roadie shit for Dope ENT. So like I would go and get the food for 21 Savage. I would go and get the papers and blunts for Currency's team and be, you know, ticket man. Ticket man for a Playboy Cardi show. Tar comes up to me one day and was like, yo, Wilson told me that you feeling better, you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm alright. And I remember I went to WrestleMania that year and I woke up one morning with an email with a contract offer for $0 to come perform at Rolling Loud. And that was my first Rolling Loud back.
Jesus Christ.
It was a last minute thing that they just kind of like, yo, we're gonna see. And I've been appearing on Rolling Louds ever since. Those, like the true stadium shows, it just opened me up to how detailed the business gets, how things work as far as like getting paid on the front end, getting paid on the back end, what you can demand, what you can't, looking at contracts, being on, you know, time for your set, running an actual tight 15, what does that look like? You know, making sure that you have your show sets ready, making sure that you have, you know, a video display, getting it to a VDJ and all that. Like, it let me know how much more my brand could expand, how much more I could do with these sets. So I'm really thankful for that. And then it's like, it also allows me to, like, when people tell me that they want to move on to that next level, I could be like, all right, yeah, you need to do XYZ because you're not there yet. Because you don't know. I didn't know my first Rolling Loud, like, or my first Rolling Loud back. There's so much that I wish I knew that I know now. So yeah.
Now I want to fast forward to 2023. I hope I get this right, but you landed your Rock Nation distribution deal, and I remember. Oh, am I wrong? Am I off on that?
I mean, I didn't tell anybody till 2024, but like the deal was being worked in 2023. Yeah. Yeah. It was a long process. There's a lot of things that had to be, you know, put through and all that, blah 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 blah. But yeah, I had my my last signing meeting with Rock Nation October 2023. And I had my first conversation with them in the summer. So one thing I remember you saying is that once you got that deal and once you actually started promoting it, or at least, you know, just shouting yourself out about it, things start to change. But what changed? I think there was a lot of people that felt that certain things happened to me because of luck or sympathy or because of some type of underhanded thing, like Rolling Loud, for example. There's been people that have literally insinuated, if not straight up said, yo, you paid for your slot. Like, I've had people come up to me and be like, yo, let me know when they do a Rolling Loud XYZ in this area, or when the next time they're, you know, they're fielding offers, I got X amount of dollars to get a slot. Which is like, if you think that it's cool enough to tell me that, you probably feel that I did that.
Yeah.
Or like, I've seen the comments like, oh yeah, this person, he has 3,000 followers. How did he pay to get a slot here? Who do I need to pay? That first Rolling Loud back, the first few, like, I didn't make any money off of that. I'll be very honest with you. Like, I have nothing to hide in that regard. Like, I did it, like, they were like, yo, we're gonna put you on, we're gonna give you this opportunity, and I hoped that the exposure was gonna be beneficial towards me.
Yeah.
Every Rolling Loud after Miami 2017, there was a paycheck.
That means, wow, that means you went, okay. Yeah.
So please don't get it fucked up. Like, there was no me doing payola. Like, you can't do payola for things like that.
And
like,
you shouldn't, really.
But you can't. If somebody tells you that you have to pay money for a festival slot, they're robbing you. I'm gonna leave it at that. Because it happens. It's still going on today in the city, you know. And but people feel like those things were like lucky, or you know, like I would open for certain people and they're like, yeah, well, you know, it's Rob, like everybody loves Rob, like whatever. I think when the deal happened, it erased all those doubts, because it's like, okay, somebody put up a bag for him to make an album. Oh. And I think it bred some kind of jealousy in certain ways, because it's like, you and me are right here, you and me are on these stages together, and you feel like you putting in the same amount of work that I'm putting in, or you have the same amount of talent that I have, and it's like, now there's a separation.
Yeah.
So yeah, it got a little weird for a moment. It got a little weird, but it's fine. Like, you get used to it. The more good things happen to you, the more bad things people wish happened.
That's the truth. Now, I want to talk about your album, Life on Film.
Yeah.
Which the album has a cinematic approach.
Right.
And you have a very deep love for film. How did you end up translating that into your music, and how did it shape the storytelling with the album?
I mean, it was just one of those things where we be in the crib working on the project, and I got a movie on, and like, I'm thinking about how it's being presented and how things are being shown or being interpreted, and it influenced the songwriting in a sense of me not wanting to tell you something happened, but me showing you what happened.
Yeah.
Like, they sniffing Jack Skeleton, like, it's a wild ass bar, or like, you know, hemp rap, this bitch taller than Slim Thug. Like, I'm letting you know that this shit is egregiously large for a joint, and I really shouldn't be smoking
Just
it.
good writing, really.
Yeah, you know, it really just impacted my writing in the sense of not wanting to be so direct, but leaving things truly up to interpretation. Okay. So yeah, I watched Godzilla -1 like 80 million times, John Wick 4, Parasite, The Raid 2, 1917, beautiful film.
That's a good movie. Very underrated war movie.
Yeah, you know, up there for me. There's not a lot of dialogue. You just have to be there and feel it, you know? So yeah, that's how that worked out for me.
How did those movies well, actually, how did those movies mirror the songs on the album?
I mean, John Wicked is obviously John Wick. The Spider-Verse movies I had on when I was making Wants and Needs. 1917, what that mean though? I made that beat watching 1917 because I wanted to have something that felt triumphant, yet sad still, you know.
And what song was that?
What that mean though?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how I made that beat. I was actually watching. I feel like I have that footage somewhere too, like on my phone. Like when I finished it and I was like playing it. Climax for Just Too Much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was one of those ones right there. Yeah, there's a few. I might letterbox that.
You should.
I might do a letterbox. Yeah.
I remember you talking about Carlito's Way, and for one of the songs, I can't remember what song it was.
Carlito's Way was like a general vibe because like one of the metro stations that I usually go through has like a slide that reminds me of Carlito's Way, where Carlito is sliding down trying to make it to, you know, the train before Benny Blanco. So yeah, man. Yeah, I really should do that. Yeah,
you should definitely do that. I know we only got a few more minutes because you're about to go on stage. One thing I want to talk about is the features on this album. They really feel like a supporting cast.
That was the intention there. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, how did they play a part in your character development in this album and just developing the story?
I mean, I think one of the big things about it was the people that I picked. I was intentional. There were people that I wanted to work with, and I gave them the songs fully fleshed out. Like, I already had the concept there, and I explained all the concepts to them, so everybody really came to play ball. You know, like Sherelle knew exactly what I was talking about on WDMT. Like, there's a very specific backstory that I'm not going to get into right now because we'll be here talking about it forever. But let it be known that Doechii is not an industry plant, and she's the realest out. And much love to her and her team. We will not tolerate any Doechii slander here.
That part.
I saw some shit and it actually like spurred that song, but it is what it is. And you know, like with White Bronco, I was, you know, I had ended a really like toxic relationship, and like I remember I was telling Reason the whole thing, and I was like, yo, I heard the beat, I was running away from my problems like OJ did, and like that's how the song came to be. So I think the fact that I was so intentional about what the songs were when I presented it to Adia, and I presented it to Ben Riley, and I presented it to Tut and Deontay, like they were like, we get it, we here, you know.
That's super dope. Adia's probably my favorite feature on the album.
Yeah, she smoked that shit.
I don't know how y'all did that, but y'all did that. Like the harmonies, the duets, like the strings is what really gets me the most. Yeah, but man. Yeah, that's incredible.
Adia's amazing, man. She smoked that, bro. Peace to her, bro.
But like most films, there are arcs. What would you say the arc that you're in right now?
Show and prove. Yeah, we have an alternate ending for the album coming out. Okay. So y'all will see that. And you know, peace and blessings to Tom G. I hope you recover, you feel good, bro. That's a
absolutely. Oh,
so okay. Yeah,
I see. I see. I peep. But my last question for you is, what would you like to leave off for the people? Any advice or anything that you want to like give to the people?
Oh, that's simple. Don't stop.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Like.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Like if you love something, win, lose, or draw, just get back on the horse. Like I've been a loser, I've been a quitter, I've been a loser, I've been a winner. I can't be a quitter. Like you can't just, okay, this didn't work out for me, I'm gonna push it over here. Like, nah, man. Like I know what it feels like to drop a project and nobody listens to that shit. I know what it feels like to throw a show and you rap in front of 5 people. I also know what it feels like to rap in front of 5,000 people.
Yeah.
You gotta keep rolling the dice, baby. So yeah, that's it. That's all.
Oh, actually, I got one more question. I have another theory. Wants and Needs and The Devil Can't Dance.
Yeah.
Are those songs in conversation with each other?
They are.
Okay.
But I will give you a little bit more. The story of what's going on in White Bronco threads itself to Just Too Much, Wants and Needs, and Devil Can't Dance.
I see.
That's all a subplot.
Okay. I don't want to hold you up any longer because you got to go on stage. But I do have more questions, but we will do this next time. But I want to say thank you.
Give me one more question. One more.
I don't even know what the other question was. I don't remember what the other question was. I'm gonna leave it off for now.
Give me your top I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
Give me your top 4 Letterboxd movies right now. What's on your? If you have a Letterboxd, what are the top 4? If you don't have a Letterboxd, you need to make a Letterboxd and give me your top 4 right now.
All right, top 4. Lord of the Rings. Can I do all 3 in one? That's one.
No, you gotta pick one.
Oh God.
Or you gonna have 3 Lord of the Rings movies and then a 4th.
Give me Return of the King.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm
a Two Towers guy myself.
I love the Two Towers, but give me The Matrix.
Okay.
Rush Hour 2.
All right.
And I should pick an animated movie. I think I'm gonna give it to either The Lion King or The Wild Robot.
I heard The Wild Robot is really good.
It's really good. The only thing I don't like about it is the push on having relationships with robots.
Interesting. That's like the whole thing.
AI relationships, but
it is what it is.
It's still a great movie. It's still like, yeah, okay. It's a tearjerker for sure. For sure.
All right, I like that.
I feel like I'm leaving something out, but yeah, those are.
If anybody wanted to know, it's Interstellar, The Raid 2, Godzilla -1, and John Wick 4 currently. But
I still haven't seen it yet.
Seen what?
John Wick 4.
I'm ashamed of you.
It's on. I think it's on Amazon Prime. I think I'm gonna watch it this week.
Yes, go watch that and then get back to me.
Yeah. But that's all the questions I have for now. But thank you so much for sitting down with me and spending time with me.
Of course.
I love the album, man. This is one of the best albums of the year.
Thank you.
In my opinion. And yeah, man. Yeah.
My dog. Thank you for having me. I'm about to go rap, so I'm gonna catch y'all later.
All right, y'all. This is your favorite music journalist, Cleveland Rowe, also known as Papa Cleve with Gats. We'll see y'all later. Peace and love. But like most films, there are arcs. What would you say the arc that you're in right now?
Show and prove. Yeah, we have an alternate ending for the album coming out.
Okay.
So y'all will see that. And peace and blessings to Tom G. I hope you recover, you feel good, bro. That's a.
Absolutely. Oh.
So
okay.
yeah.
I see. Okay, I see. I peep. But my last question for you is, what would you like to leave off for the people? Any advice or anything that you want to give to the people?
Oh, that's simple. Don't stop.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
Yeah.
Don't stop. If you love something, win, lose, or draw, just get back on the horse. I've been a loser. I've been a quitter. I've been a loser. I've been a winner. I can't be a quitter. You can't just, okay, this didn't work out for me. I'm gonna push it over here. Nah, man. I know what it feels like to drop a project and nobody listens to that shit. I know what it feels like to throw a show and you rap in front of 5 people. I also know what it feels like to rap in front of 5,000 people.
Yeah.
You gotta keep rolling the dice, baby. So yeah, that's it. That's all.
Oh, actually, I got one more question. I have another theory. Wants and Needs and The Devil Can't Dance.
Yeah.
Are those songs in conversation with each other?
They are.
Okay.
But I will give you a little bit more. The story of what's going on in White Bronco threads itself to Just Too Much, Wants and Needs, and Devil Can't Dance.
I see.
That's all a subplot.
Okay. I don't want to hold you up any longer because you got to go on stage. But I do have more questions, but we will do this next time. But I want to say thank you.
Give me one more question. One more.
I don't even know what the other question was. I don't remember what the other question was. I'm gonna leave it off for now.
Give me your top. I'm gonna ask you a question. Okay. Give me your top 4 Letterboxd movies right now. What's on your? If you have a Letterboxd, what are the top 4? If you don't have a Letterboxd, you need to make a Letterboxd and give me your top 4 right now.
All right, top 4. Lord of the Rings. Can I do all 3 in one? That's one.
No, you gotta pick one.
Oh God.
Or you gonna have 3 Lord of the Rings movies and then a 4th.
Give me Return of the King.
Okay, that's fair. I'm a Two Towers guy myself.
I love the Two Towers, but give me The Matrix.
Okay.
Rush Hour 2.
All right.
And I should pick an animated movie. I think I'm gonna give it to either The Lion King or The Wild Robot.
I heard The Wild Robot is really good.
It's really good. The only thing I don't like about it is the push on having relationships with robots.
Interesting. That's like the whole thing.
AI relationships, but
it is what it is.
It's still a great movie. It's still like, yeah,
Okay.
it's a tearjerker for
Okay.
sure. For sure.
All right. I like that. I like that.
I feel like I'm leaving something out, but yeah, those are.
If anybody wanted to know, it's Interstellar, The Raid 2, Godzilla -1, and John Wick 4 currently.
I
But
still haven't seen it yet.
seen what?
John Wick 4.
I'm ashamed of you.
It's on. I think it's on Amazon Prime. I think I'm gonna watch it this week.
Yes.
But
Go
yeah.
watch that and then get back to me.
Yeah, yeah. But that's all the questions I have for now. But thank you so much for sitting down with me and spending time with me.
Of course.
I love the album, man. This
Thank
is
you.
one of the best albums of the year,
Thank you.
in my
Thank you.
opinion. And yeah, man. Yeah.
My dog. Thank you for having
Yes.
me. I'm about to go rap, so I'm going to catch y'all later.
All right, y'all. This is your favorite music journalist, Cleveland Rowe, also known as Papa Cleve with Gats. We'll see y'all later. Peace and love.